In one of Mayor Sy's son's recent blog postings, he comments, and I quote, "There have been loads upon loads of allegations about me, but keep in mind, allegations are statements offered without proof." Well, I could say this is the pot calling the kettle black, but unlike the allegations that he made to gain this office to begin with, not only have the allegations been offered with proof, but they have been upheld by both King County courts and the Washington State Supreme Court as valid cause for recall. I'm former Mayor Rich Hildreth, and I want to talk to you about why Mayor's son deserves to be recalled. On June 25th, a special election is being held in the city of Pacific to decide if Mayor's son should be removed from office for at least 2 acts of malfeasance, misfeasance, and a violation of his oath of office. But unlike many elections, there is no voter's guide in this to assist you. Voters will have to decide this issue based on the evidence presented and research that they themselves do. Fortunately, there is a lot of factual evidence available online, just with a simple web search. To begin with, the Washington State Supreme Court decision of April 25th is available online and includes the following. Elected officials in Washington may be recalled for malfeasance, misfeasance, or violation of the oath of office. Misfeasance and malfeasance are both wrongful conduct that affects, interrupts, or interferes with the performance of official duty. Further, misfeasance is the performance of that duty in an improper manner, and malfeasance is the commission of an unlawful act. Violation of the oath of office is the neglect or knowing failure to perform faithfully a duty that is imposed by law. Again, this is from the State Supreme Court decision. In count 1, Mayor's son directed the City of Pacific Police Department officers to operate as his personal police force in conducting a criminal investigation into the identity of those responsible for distributing negative information and allegations about him. Now, these allegations concern a property located in Echo, Oregon, which is outside of the City of Pacific's jurisdiction. Now, Mayor's son claims that he's never directed the police to do anything. However, on April 22nd, Mayor's son sent the following letter on city letterhead, and it's addressed to the acting chief of police for the City of Pacific. This letter clearly states, "I, as mayor of the City of Pacific, order the Pacific Police Department to assign personnel to investigate this document and report back to him with findings." This letter then further directs the investigation to identify any and all persons who may have been involved with this letter, identify where any meetings may have taken place to look into this, identify who may have been at those meetings. The letter asks this police department to investigate the Umatilla County Sheriff's Department, a department not even in the state of Washington. It directs the police department to conduct polygraph tests on those who may have been involved and to have the test questions run by him first. Finally, it asks the police department to identify anyone who may have been part of this conspiracy. This letter is signed Mayor Sy's son, Mayor, City of Pacific. When the mayor was told this investigation would not be legal, Mayor's son then bypassed Lieutenant Massey by relieving him from duty and appointing somebody else to take his place as the acting chief. This investigation, number 1, would be of something that occurred outside of Pacific's PD's jurisdiction and would not be legal for our department to look at. But number 2, it very well may be of constitutionally protected acts. The state Supreme Court found count 1 to be legally and factually sufficient, and I quote directly from their decision, "Mayor's son himself sought to misuse city resources by demanding the Pacific Police Department investigate his opponent's concerns and his own personal concerns." It further goes on, "The role of the local police department is to serve the city, not to investigate Umatilla County Sheriff's Department, and not to conduct polygraphs of the mayor's opponents." Finally, asking any law enforcement body to act as a personal police department against political enemies is in itself an illegal act. It meets the definitions of malfeasance, misfeasance, and violation of oath of office. But this is not the only issue. In count 2, Mayor's son jeopardized the city's liability insurance coverage by not filling vacant department head positions and by other actions. In July 2012, the city's insurance corporation sent a letter to Mayor Sun and to the city of Pacific addressing concerns and telling or stating that the policy will be canceled due to vacancies in several key city staff positions. The CIAW was concerned about other actions that could possibly lead to litigation and appear to have been entirely avoidable. Now, to be fair, Mayor Sun did submit some names to fill some of those positions. However, those candidates submitted did not even meet minimum qualifications or requirements. Now, these requirements are not set by council. They're established by state law and by Pacific Municipal Code. For them to change a requirement at the time somebody is being considered for that would be illegal. Now, when the city clerk expressed concern that the mayor had put one of these people on the payroll in spite of council's decision, she was fired. This resulted in one of the many lawsuits filed. Now, referring to the Supreme Court decision again, and I quote, "We find this charge, count 2, to be legally sufficient. If we assume the veracity of the allegations, Sun's allegations at the very least impeded the city clerk Montgomery's ability to perform her official duties. But if he retaliated against her for filing a whistleblower complaint, then he likely violated the law." Now, given the advice that he received from the city attorney, Mayor Sun knew he was violating the law. Now, this is all from documents that are available online. You can look for yourself. If this recall fails, it can be assumed that Mayor Sun's disregard for the law, his disregard for governmental authority, and his disregard for policies and procedures that are established to protect you will continue. These policies and procedures were designed to prevent corruption and to protect and act in the best interests of citizens. If this recall fails, it can be expected that the Good Old Boy Network that many of you fought with me so hard to disband is going to grow even stronger and will more likely take over control of the community that we love. Now, the voters of Pacific cannot go back and change the outcome of the 2011 elections. And before you ask, no, I have no intention of getting back into politics or to run again for office in our community. I have not been, nor do I plan on being involved in any of the campaigns, or have I been involved in this recall campaign. I am speaking to you as a concerned citizen. I've moved on. I went back to college to pursue a degree in emergency management. Emergency management is a passion that I discovered while serving as your mayor. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to vote. All I can do is to ask you to look at the facts yourself and decide what is right. Do we stay with the status quo, or do we allow the city to move on? Do we allow the city to return to the great community it is? Personally, I believe that our community deserves better than what Mayor Sun has provided. And personally, I trust in you, the voters.